Hi, thanks for joining me today. This is an Express Reformer class all about our core connecting to our powerhouse. So for today's class, the only prop you need is the mini ball. So I've got the mini ball to the side. We'll be using that right away. I've got my foot bar in the up position. One medium blue spring, so a medium spring. For me, that's blue for balanced body. And I've got my double loops on today because I'm going to be putting one of the loops on my biceps when I'm doing some exercises today. So make sure you have a loop that can fit on your bicep. All right, grab your mini ball. Let's go ahead and lay down. We are going to start with my favorite way to warm up through the abs with some jumping work. So we've got our toes on the foot bar, sit bones distance apart. Your headrest can be up if you'd like. I'm going to go ahead and put my headrest up and bring my right leg into tabletop. Now your left hand's going to hold the ball and connect it into that right knee. So you've got that little diagonal connection, squeezing that ball with the hand and the knee. With your left leg, you're going to start little hops off of that foot bar, exhaling as you hop and inhaling as you land. Now I'm going to keep my head down today, but definitely you have the choice of lifting your head and taking that right hand to support your neck. Just a little bit more of a challenge to have that head lifted, but I'm going to keep my head down for me today. Good. Now big exhales as you hop away, and as you hop you're knitting those ribs in, you're drawing that navel down to the spine and really tightening through your powerhouse. We'll do two more hops here in parallel. And then I want you to hop in a turnout position. So turn everything out. Your toes turn out, your knees turn out. You're still pushing that ball into the knee with your left hand. You're still exhaling as you float away. Good, let's go three more here in this turned out position. And then we're going to alternate the two positions. So you'll go to parallel land one time, both legs parallel, and then both legs turned out. So both legs parallel and both legs turned out. Notice we're jumping from the knee, which means every time we land, the knee bends, and then it pushes straight when we jump. In a moment, we're going to change that and go with little ankle jumps instead of knee jumps. Good, so let's go three more rounds, parallel and turn out. Two more rounds, parallel and turn out. This is your last round, parallel and turn out. Now go back to parallel, push out till the leg is straight, hold the leg straight, let your heel go down, and then do a little flick off of the foot bar. So that left leg's now going to stay straight, and the movement's coming from your ankle. Still exhaling as you hop. Good. And then we'll do the turn out. Same thing in a turn out. Both legs turned out. Keep that pressure on the ball with your leg and arm. Good. And now we'll alternate between the two. Parallel turn out, one of each. And continue that pattern. Both legs go parallel and both legs go turn out. Good work. Three more rounds. Doesn't have to be a big hop. Again, your head can be up. I'm choosing to keep mine down today. One more. Good. Come all the way home. Pop that ball between your knees. Lift your legs to tabletop and grab your pegs. Now I'm going to slide my shoulders down my back, squeeze the ball with intention, and then let my knees go to the right. Get a nice stretch through the side. And big exhale to the center. And then let your knees go to the left. Pull that right peg down. And then back to the center. Let's go one more time each side. Going to the right, pulling that left peg down. And back to the center. And then going to the left, pulling that right peg down. And then back to the center. Now go ahead and take the ball in your right hand. Put your right toes on the bar, and the ball is going to connect from the right hand to the left knee. We're going to be jumping parallel on this right leg, so you'll exhale as you float away back to those regular traditional jumps, exhaling as you float. Inhale as you land. And don't forget, if you want to have your head up, lift your head, neck, and shoulders. Look right towards that navel with your left hand supporting your neck. Good. Good. There's a lot of pressure here with the ball. I'm trying to squeeze the ball to activate that diagonal line. Now after one more, we're going to do our turnout position. So turn out everything out, knees turn to the side, toes turn to the side as well. Still pushing into the ball, head lifted if you'd like. Good work. Again, we're going to go 3 more times, 3 more of these floats, and then we'll alternate between parallel and turnout. So next time you land, you're landing parallel 1, and then you're landing turnout 1. Doing 1 of each parallel and turnout. Good. Keep squeezing that ball. We've got 3 more rounds to go. 1 of each. And 2. 1 more of each, and then we're going to take out our knee bend, go into those smaller little ankle floats. So when you're back to parallel, push the right leg till it's straight, lower your heel down, and little flick from the ankle. Good. 3, 2. Now go into turnout. We'll do 10 turnout, and then we'll do 10 alternate. Last 3, 2, and now alternate between parallel 1, turnout 1, parallel 1, turnout 1. Good. Last 3 rounds. Again, your head can be up this whole time. You listen to your body, do what works for you. Make this workout work for your body today. Now let's go ahead and come in and again pop that ball between your knees. Lift your legs to table, grab your peg, squeeze that ball and slide your shoulders down. Again, we're going to take the knees to the right, stretching through that left side, and come back to the center. Take the knees to the left, stretching through that right side, and back to the center. Give yourself a hug, and we're going to come up and change our weight. So I want you to go ahead and go to 2 heavy reds and 1 medium blue. So I'm just popping on additional 2 heavy red springs, and then I want you to lay all the way down onto your back. We're going to pop that ball behind the right hamstring and be on our left toes. Again, headrest can be up or down. Your choice. I want you to push the carriage all the way out with the left leg, lower your heel, lift your heel, and then bring the carriage in. So we're going all the way out one time, lowering the heel, lifting the heel, and coming back in. I am squeezing that ball with my right hamstring and keeping that right knee in line with the hip. Good. Let's go for 3 more, please. All the way out, lower lift, and back in. All the way out, lower lift, and back in. 1 more time, and then hold your legs straight. So I'm going to hold that left leg straight, dip my right toes down, and lift them up. So I'm taking my right toes down to where the springs are, squeezing back up, focusing on keeping everything still through my core as I move this leg. And I like to bring my hands to my hips just for me to try to make sure that I'm keeping everything nice and stable. Last 3 and 2. We'll do 1 more, and then we're going to alternate. That left heel is going to go down and up, and then the right toes are going to go down and up. Left heel goes down and up, and right toes go down and up. So I'm just alternating a calf raise with this knee going down and up. Good. Last 2 and 1 more. Good. When you're back to table, come on home. Put your left heel on and bring everything to turnout. So I've got my left heel on. My knees are wide now. I can keep my hands on my hips if I want, pushing all the way out and back in. So this is just a tactile cue I like to use for myself just to make sure I'm keeping everything still. Good. We'll do that 2 more times. And then when you're out, you're going to hold it. Now take this right knee, you're going to bring it to parallel, and then bring it back to turnout. You're bringing it parallel and back to turnout. So you're rotating from your hip, close and open, and close and open. Good. We'll do that 2 more, then we're going to combine the 2 movements of the in and out and the open and close. So we'll start with the leg and turnout. You'll come in and out and close and open. In and out and close and open. Everything still stays still in your pelvis, and you're rotating that leg and moving the other leg. Good. Three more to go. 3 and 2, and we'll go 1 more time. Good. Come all the way in and switch the ball. Let's put the ball under your left hamstring. You're going to be on your right toes. You can put those hands on the hips or by your sides. Push all the way out with the right toes. Lower your heel, lift your heel, and come back in. So I'm squeezing the ball now with my left hamstring. And when I say toes, I started saying toes because when we're using the ball and I'd say ball of the foot, everybody would they'd think they have to move the ball. So it's the ball of your foot, the ball of the big toe, ball of the baby toe that's on the foot bar. But I always say toes just so I don't get people confused with this ball. And it's happened so many times. So it just makes it less confusing. Hopefully that works for you at home. 2 more, going out, lower lift, and back in. 1 more out, lower lift, and back in. Now take it out and hold it. Your left leg is now going to dip down and pull back up, like you're moving through molasses. So it's a squeeze of that ball the whole time. We're just lowering that leg down, pulling back up with the abs. Use your breath to help. You connect even more to the core. 3, 2, and then we're going to put it together. So after 1 more, your right heel's going to go down 1 time, up 1 time. Your left toes will tap down and lift up. So heel down and up, and toes down and up. Heel down and up, and toes down and up. Good. Three and 2, 1 more, and then come all the way in. Slide to your right heel, turn everything out, and repeat your pushes all the way out and back in. So I'm on the heel now. Both of my knees are pointing out about shoulders distance apart and still squeezing that ball. Good. We'll go 3 more here for 3 and 2 and 1. Now go out and hold it. We're just going to take that left knee and rotate it parallel and then turn out. Rotate parallel and turn out. So you're rotating from that hip. If you need that tactile cue, put those hands back on the hips. Make sure everything's staying nice and still. 3. Then we'll put it together. Here's 2. So when that left knee is wide, that's where you stay. You'll bend your right knee in and out 1 time, and you'll rotate your left knee in and out 1 time. Alternating the 2, pushing right, rotating left, pushing right, rotating left. Good, last 2. And 1 more. Nice work. Come all the way in, grab the ball, give yourself a hug, and we're going to make our way up. Now I'm going to roll off to my right side and then move to my lightest weight possible. For me, I have a yellow spring. That is my lightest weight. I'm going to go to a yellow spring. If you have blue as your lightest, that's fine as well. I'll give you some modifications. So now I'm standing with my left side closest to the foot bar. I'm going to take that little loop and put it on my right bicep, and I'm going to hold the ball at my chest. Turn my toes way out, my carriage is behind me. So we'll start first with a nice plie squat, squatting down and up, and down and up. Good. Now if you're on that heavier spring, that bluer spring, you'll most likely want to be closer to the tower. And with the lighter spring, you can probably be a little bit closer to the foot bar. Just closer to the foot bar is going to be a little harder, so it will adjust as you need. We'll go for 3, 2. Now when you're down the next time, you're going to hold it down and then take your left elbow to your left thigh and back. So I'm cinching that left waist and back. Cinching the waist and back. Good. Nice work. 2 more, then we'll put it together. So after 1 more, you're going to come up through the squat, go back down, do 1 lean, and center. We're going up and down and lean and center. Up and down and lean and center. 2 more rounds. And 1 more round. Good, now back to the squats. We're going to squat down and up. Down and up. So no lean, but we'll be moving into a twist. So still holding that ball right at your sternum. And if you need it harder, you're moving closer to the foot bar. Last 3 and 2. Now hold it down. This time you're going to rotate left and center. Keep lowering those hips as low as you can. Your biggest squat you can do. Use your breath. 3 and 2, and then again we'll put it together. So when you're back to the top, you go up and down, twist, and center. You've got it. Up and down, twist, and center. Good work. 3 more rounds. 3 and 2 and 1. Good job. Come up to the center and put that strap away. Now I'm going to take my left knee and bring it back on the carriage. You can hold on the foot bar if you need a little balance, but you've got your left knee on the carriage. Your right knee on the carriage. Your right knee's on the carriage, the one closest to the tower. Left foot is on the floor, still facing forward now. So hold the ball at your sternum and slide your carriage out. It's a very light spring, so we're going to focus more on the pulling in of the carriage and connecting to those inner thighs. Now remember, our inner thighs are a gateway to the core. So we're squeezing in the thighs, squeezing up through the pelvic floor, and pulling in through the abs. Now remember, I'm on that light yellow spring. You might be on a medium, but I'm going to give you the choice. If you would like it to be harder, this is one of those exercises where no springs is going to be your hardest. So I'm going to stop for a second and take it to no springs. You can join me, or you can still stay with whatever spring weight you're comfortable with. Just know if you went to no springs, nothing's helping you. You're going to go out really quickly, and then you're going to pull it back in. It's a little harder. So we're going out and pulling back in through those inner thighs. Good. Stand up as tall as you can. You can use that breath and squeeze the ball. I'm exhaling in because that's the hard part, and that's going to help me to engage even more through those abs. Good. And hopefully you're feeling those inner thighs already. I'm feeling mine for sure. Let's go 1 more, please. Going out and pulling back in, and then you can step off. All right, let's put some springs on so that carriage doesn't float away. I'm going to the yellow again, but I'm putting at the top position. So if you don't have the yellow, which is the light spring, go to what you have, the lightest you have. And now we're going to kneel with our feet on the headrest. And if your headrest was up, you'll need it down. Now, if you're in the heavier spring, scoot back. The farther you scoot back, the easier it's going to be. I'm going to put the ball under my left hand. My right hand's going to pick up that little loop, and I'm nice and long through my spine. So this right arm's going to do a bicep curl, an overhead press, and a circle to the horizon and back to the tower. So my left hand is resting on the ball, and that's what makes this a little bit of a more challenging variation, because I can't use this left hand for stability. This is more of an unstable surface. So I'm trying to put as little weight in that ball as I can. Good. Again, if you're working with the blue spring and if it's too hard, just scoot back even more, or you can also grab that longer loop. Now one more in this direction, and then we're going to switch the direction that we're working. So now your arm goes open first, the circle happens first, then you pull the elbow to the waist, fingers to the tower. So it's a circle to start, and then elbow and fingers. Circle, and then elbow and fingers. Good. Two more in this direction. Make sure you're not putting too much weight in that ball. Nice and light. And one more. Good. Now come up to high kneeling. Your left hand still has the ball. The right hand is now by the armpit. We're going to alternate a chest press, right and left. So we're pressing that right arm forward and then pressing the left arm forward. Good. That rotation is coming from your waist. So keep your hips facing the foot bar and rotate your rib cage. This will be your last rotation. And then you can take your right strap and put it away. Let's do everything again on the left. Right hand has the ball. Left hand has the little loop. Nice long spine, little weight in the ball. Bicep curl, overhead press with a big circle out to the horizon. Bicep curl, overhead press, and a big circle to the horizon. Again, light weight in those fingers on the right side. Good. We'll go 3 more. Remember, it's nice and slow and steady. One more. And then I'm going to reverse the direction of that circle, take a big circle, then pull my elbow to the waist and bring the hand back to the tower. Notice the weight you're putting in the right arm. Make it light. Don't lock out that left right arm. 2 more, you've got it. Here's 2. And 1 more. Good. Now come up to high kneeling. Your right arm goes to the horizon, your left thumb's at your armpit. We're going to rotate our torso and rotate back. So yes, of course, we're working chest, but we're still working that rotation through those obliques. Those abdominals are definitely active, stabilizing us here. Good. Last 3. Last 2. And 1 more. Good job. All right, I'm going to put that strap away. Step off now to my left and go back to my light yellow spring. Again, you can be on your blue spring. So face your right side to the foot bar. Put the little loop in your left bicep, and we're going to start with that squat plie position. So nice wide squat. Hands holding the ball at your sternum. We're going to squat down and back up. Now as you squat, keep that crown of the head reaching to the ceiling. Nice. Let's go 3 more, please. When you're down the next time, hold it down and then right rib cinches. So we're thinking right rib to hip and back. Right rib to hip and back. You're in the deepest squat you can hold. Three more, then we got to put it together. Here's 3, 2, 1. When you're back upright, stand up 1, squat down 1, hinge or lean, and then come back up. So we're doing that lateral flexion of the spine, 1 of each, 1 squat and 1 flexion. 1 squat and 1 flexion. Two more rounds, and then we'll switch it back to just the squats. 1 more, and now just to your squats again, going up and down. If you need it harder, scoot to your right. Make it a bigger, deeper squat. You can go as big as you like, as low as you can. Good. 3 more. 3, 2. Now hold it down, hold it, and rotate this time. Good. Back to that twist of the torso. Use your breath to help. Think of a barber pole. As you twist, you twirl up, you lengthen. 3, 2. Good. When you're back to the center, back to standing up, squatting down, twist, and center. So our combination, up and down, twist and center, up and down, twist and center. 3, 2, 1, and done. Take your strap away. All right, we are standing facing the same direction. You can hold the foot bar if you need for a little balance. Your left leg is now going to go on the carriage. And my right toes are facing forward. Hold the ball at your sternum. So I have a little bit of weight on there still. I'm on my light yellow, going out and then focusing on that pulling in. Your toes can be pointed or flexed on the left side, your choice. I had them pointed on the other side, so I'm going to just point them here as well. So I would do a few of these just to get comfortable. If you're feeling you want to take the weight off, at any time you can. Remember, the weight is helping you on this work. So it's the assistant. Your weight is an assistance here. So I'm going to do 1 more, and I'm going to take off that assistant and make it all me. So it's going to be all me moving the carriage in and out. No weight helping. So I'm going out and then pulling in and up through that pelvic floor. Going out and pulling in and up through that pelvic floor. Good. Control it. Nice work. We've got 3 to go, please. Here's 3 and 2 and 1. I'm going to feel that tomorrow. I always feel inner thighs the next day. Okay, let's change it to a medium spring. And we're going to face our tower now. And I want you to go ahead and come to your knees. I like to be back with my feet hanging off. And I'm going to put that ball between my inner thighs. And I'm going to really squeeze that ball tight. Hold the little loops and reach the hands down by your sides. Roll the shoulders down, squeeze the ball, tuck that tailbone just slightly. So I want you to press the arms back behind you and resist them forward. Remember, the suggestion of the weight are just suggestions. Medium blue works for me. I do have clients who have heavier, so if you need heavier, grab it. Having said that, we've got a lot adding on here, so it might be too much. So my clients know to stick with the weight I give them, and they don't usually ask for more. Sometimes they do. All right, we'll do 1 more. Now this time, hold it back. Take your right arm and just open it to the right. Close it. Left arm opens to the left, closes, and then you come forward. Don't forget that ball. Squeeze it. Pull the arms back. Right arm opens. Left arm opens. And then you bring them forward. So we'll push those arms back. Hold it. So it's a little bit of isometric. Working that tension over time where you're holding against the resistance as you move. You're holding against the resistance as you move. Really easy, right? not so whatsoever. Let's go 2 more rounds, please. And 1 more round. Don't forget your ball. Give it a hug. And then back to the center. Now, drop your hips back like you want to put your bottom on your heels. Bend your arms and lengthen your spine. Push the elbows straight and bend. So going into a series of tricep presses. My back is long. I'm hinged forward from my hips. And I really focus on shooting those shins down. So you've got to really root down through the shins so you don't top forward. Just moving, and then we're going to add that isometric. So when the arms are straight, the next time hold them straight, come up, keep the arms back, go down, keep the arms back. Now bend and straighten again. So we're going up, we're coming down, bend and straighten. Go up, come down, bend and straighten. Nice work. We're going up and down. Hold those arms back. That's the fun part. Hold them back. My clients always say I have a weird idea of what's fun is. It's fun for me. Hopefully for them too, and you. 1 more and you've got it. We're not done yet though. Come all the way up, bring the arms forward and turn the palms to face each other. Now open to a T, resist forward. Now your T may be a low V, especially if you're someone who feels any work in your neck. I do have clients who tend to have their traps take everything over, so we go a little lower. So I've been traveling a lot, and my neck's kind of a back's been bothering me from sitting in an airplane for hours. So I'm going to go a little lower today, which is why I didn't lift my head either for the jumping. So I always want you to modify so it works for you. Now again, we're going to hold the arms back, and the knees, again, hips go down and up. And then the arms come forward. So we're doing that combination. Arms go back, hips down and up, and arms go forward. Arms back, hips down and up, and arms forward. Good. Nice job. We've got 3 more. Don't lose your ball. Keep squeezing it. Last 2. Keep those wrists nice and strong too. So we're holding those arms nice and straight. And then bring the arms forward and set your straps down. All right, no more ball needed. Go ahead and put your straps away, put your ball away, and change to 1 heavy spring. For me, a heavy spring's a red. When I came off the machine, my left side is closest to the foot bar. My right foot is going to be on the shoulder block with my toes forward. And my left toes are facing the foot bar. So just a little stretch for the inner thighs to finish. So I'm going to bend my left leg and straighten my left leg, going into a little inner thigh stretch. Keep that chest lifted. Keep lifting up through the crown of the head. We're just bending the left knee and straightening the left knee. Going for 3 and 2. Now hold it bent. I like to take my hands and bring them to the opposite side of the wood. I pull and lean back and get a bigger, deeper stretch. Good. Take your hand back to the foot bar, bring yourself up, and bring the carriage in. All right, second side, go ahead and walk over. We've got our left toes now on the shoulder block. Push that leg straight. Right toes facing the foot bar, and we're going to bend the right knee this time. So as your right knee bends, it angles to the foot bar, and we're opening through that left inner thigh. Last 3, last 2. And now hold it back in your squat. I'm going to take the hands to the other side of the wood, gently lean back into a deeper stretch. And then make your way up, right hand back to the foot bar, carriage all the way home. We're going to finish on the foot bar side of the room with our elbows on the foot bar. You're standing with your feet sit bones distance apart. Bring your hands to prayer. Press your palms together. Make sure the upper arm is on the foot bar so you can just drop your chest and give yourself a nice stretch. Bend the knees just a little bit, soft through the knees. Just relax. Take a few breaths. One more breath. And then you can come all the way up. And you are done. Thanks so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed that class. And if you've got any questions or comments, please let me know. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.